takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Get set.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Burrow on play action. And the catch made. It's Tyler Burrow. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? We're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. That's caught one more time by Boyd. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
On one, ready? 11. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
11 MT. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 and a first down. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say it won't happen the way he's doing it right now.
A Nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Brown trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Brown once more. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
11. 12.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is caught. He's gone for a Bengal touchdown. George Kittle with an amazing diving catch. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold it. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now a 2nd and 6.
Trap 60, trap 60. Drag him 60.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 Thomas. Dot.
Running right, here's Brown. And he stopped immediately there. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Bengals. George Kittle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 79 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that'll make our score 14-7. Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Burrow looking to pass. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Now a 2nd and 10.
Dixie Maverick. Dixie Maverick.
They'll look to throw here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Ready, set.
Option handoff now to Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down and 8.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at the 37-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, it still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
12. 12. 12.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Gun.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
11 MT. 11 MT. MT, tape.
Here's Burrow. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Bell.
And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane.
40 yards.
And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
12.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 2.
12.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11, MT, 11, MT.
Now it's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This is Brown going up the middle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd from 19 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Corbin. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 2. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
2nd and 11. Try to lay one up deep. Touchdown, Dolphins. Anthony Schwartz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Dolphins 21.
So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Let's just call it, as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
11 MT, 11 MT.
An inside give, Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here we go.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there. Just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's a give to Brown. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here we go.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Burrow will throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. This time Burrow will look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. Touchdown Bengals. George Kittle with now 3 week-long touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 78 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Leads to 3rd down and 5.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 41-yard line.
They'll come up, 1st and 10 here. The drive starts with a run from H.N. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd down. Now a toss right side. H.N. with it. There he goes right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. H.N. on the counter. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This is 1st and 10. Again, it's H.N. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
Here comes 2nd down. Running right, here's H.N. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. As far as game-sealing plays go, not a lot come along that are more exciting or surprising than that. What an effort to get through and block it. And now you just kneel it out, Charles, and start the celebration.
And you know, on special teams throughout the week in practice, you work on different things. You think there might be a spot, maybe over a certain player that you can send a guy to go block the kick. I wonder if that's what it was, or did they adjust during the game, or did he just make a special play? Doesn't really matter. Bottom line, it got done.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game. What year was that? 1978. I think it was in November.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this returnable for Hill. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they all